World title fights, more world title fights. Now it's going to be a crazy couple of months for British boxers in world title fights. There's the David Haye against Vlad Klitschko. Ricky Burns is going to defend his WBO title up in Scotland somewhere. There's the Carl Froch against Glenn Goff Johnson we just talked about. There's the Amir Khan against Thomas Bradley. There's going to be Ryan Rhodes against Saul Alvarez. Oh, there's tons of them. There's one more I'm missing out there. I just can't remember. Nathan Cleverly, Jurgen Bramer. That's it. And now we've just got a new one. Matt Macklin against Felix Sturm for the WBA's Super World title at middleweight. It's in Cologne. It's on June 25th. That means he's got to go to Germany. And Matt, I'm delighted to say he's on the line now. How are you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Steve.
So it's finally done and dusted. We thought about it. We thought it might happen, and now it is. It's done.
Yeah, done deal now, and I've started training. So, yeah, really looking forward to it now. It's been a long time coming.
And completely relaxed about going to Germany, Matt. You know what you're up against.
Yeah, well, my mate David Haye went there and done the business, so I'm gonna try and follow in his footsteps. I boxed against Germany twice as an amateur.
So that's part of it.
I beat they had a real good German. He was the team captain, Edward Gutnecht, who's fought for the world title at super middleweight as a pro, and he's fighting Danny McIntosh for the European light heavyweight title now. But as an amateur, he was world junior champion, and I beat him pretty convincingly, and I beat another German. So against the Germans, I've had a good run.
Now, on the subject of good runs, this kid's had a good run, hasn't he? I mean, he won that WBO title about 8 or 9 years ago. And then, he's been fighting at world level, in world title fights. He's almost had, he's had back-to-back world title fights or major title fights going back 8 or 9 years. Matt, what have you seen in Sturm? Because he's not even that old. What have you seen that you think you can pull it off?
I think he's going to struggle to keep me off. I mean, I don't think he's a very... What his strengths are, he's such a very good technical boxer. He's got good reflex. He's got a very good jab, very sharp jab, tight defence. He moves nicely, but he doesn't do anything massively spectacular. Gotcha. Like I said, I don't think he's a big hitter. Yeah. I think I've got good, my footwork over the years I've been good at cutting off the ring, and I think I can make him fight, and I think I can make him fight at a pace that he's not going to be comfortable with.
So really, you're saying that when you go there, you're going to have to take a bit of a risk, put him under pressure, and try and force him, as opposed to be a bit sensible for the first 5 or 6 rounds. You're going to have to go at him. Yeah,
I'm going to have to set a pace. I mean, I'm not going to be reckless.
Of course not.
It's going to be careful, pressure. But I mean, I'm not going to stand back and try and outbox him. Like I say, he is a master boxer with a great jab. And if you look in the middleweight division, the name that stands out to you, that's been a dominant force over the last decade, is Felix Sturm.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's a lot of champions out there as well. So you're right.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that he's the most. The big name. He's been a champion for the best part of the decade. He comes to prominence with the win over De La Hoya, but I remember watching him against in Birmingham when he won the European Juniors, and he was obviously world junior champion. He lost to Jermaine Taylor in the Olympics. So I've known him a long, long time, and you look out for them because you think you're going to cross paths one day, and there we have.
Yeah. Now, Matt, I've been doing a thing tonight, fantasy British middleweight fights for the last 30 or 40 years, and your name's popped up several times, and various people have. Let me ask you, Matt, if you were an armchair fan, or even if you're Matt Macklin, what fantasy British middleweight fight would you like to see or be in from the last 40 years? Who would you pit yourself against?
I think I fought with Nigel Benn or Eubank. That'd have been a tear up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm not wrong. small ring, please. And of course, this weekend, the guy that you were going to fight, not going to fight, Darren Barker fights for your old title and his old title, and that's a potential fight down the line, because the two of you're building up a nice little bit of unpleasant rivalry, you and Darren Barker.
Yeah, well, if he keeps winning, like I say, he's boxing on Saturday. He needs to win, which I think he will. Yeah. And then, obviously, I'm fine for the world title. So you know what it's like in boxing. You can kind of come close. It didn't happen. You move away, and then you can, you both keep winning. We'll definitely cross paths down the line.
Well, so listen, Matt, I'll try and get you on the phone from Germany when you go out there sometime around the 22nd, 23rd. I'm delighted you've got that fight. Matt Macklin, who fights Felix Sturm for the WBA Super World Middleweight title. Matt, thanks very much.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks a lot.
No, my pleasure. Matt Macklin there. Let's keep these fantasy fights coming. Let's hope Macklin ends this Irish run. Willie Casey, Brian McGee, Paul McCloskey. Tough time for Irish fighters. Matt fights with a foot in both camps.